Happy Monday. I am in the car. We're doing car makeup today. It's a holiday, obviously, and my kids are all home. In fact, my entire family's home. So we're going to get ready in the car. We're going to do some chatting, say hi, tell me what you're up to today. I'm so excited to show you some things. So we're going to do some car makeup because I had someone the other day tell me that you cannot do your makeup very fast and still look good. So I'm going to show you that you can. I'm in the car all the time. So, and we're going to talk about my new book. So let's start with talking about my new book. If you're new here, my name is Lauren. I'm 44 years old. I love making makeup easy, simple, and I love giving easy tips for that. And I also love teaching you how to embrace aging, because I think when I turned 40, back in the day, there was not a lot of people on the internet talking about aging and embracing it, and that's what I love to do here. So, really quick, if you haven't been watching me, this is my brand new book. It launches tomorrow, and I've been working on it for, it's been a year now in the works. And the fact that it's actually going to be able to be given to you guys is so exciting. So tomorrow this will launch. If you are anywhere in the world, you're able to get it. And I am going to be discounting my ebook tomorrow, so it'll be 99 cents. And the other cool thing about this is that if you buy the ebook, I'm going to be showing you tomorrow, we'll go live tomorrow. I'm going to show you my over $1,000 giveaway that I'm giving to someone who buys my ebook. So no matter what, you're going to get entered into a giveaway if you choose to pick this up. But what I love about this book and why this has just been a labor of love to me is that this book is how to embrace aging, how to live authentically and unapologetically in your 40s and beyond. So if you are someone who has been a people pleaser your whole life, if you're someone who feels stuck, wants to rewrite a new chapter or rewrite a new story, I'm literally breaking it down how I did it. I was 40 years old, I was a kindergarten teacher, and I just literally changed my entire life and pivoted. And so I'm breaking it down. I read a lot of motivational books, and I just don't love when they don't break down how to actually do the action steps. And so this book is going to do that. It has journaling pages. It has makeup tips in it as well, because of course I had to incorporate that. But I'm so excited for you guys to get this. So I am going to post this on my page. I will put a link that you guys can go and get notified. So tomorrow you'll get notified that it does launch and you can go grab it. So I hope that you will. I really want this in as many women's hands as possible. So if you have a girlfriend who is having a hard time with aging or embracing this next chapter, this book, also go tell her about it. So, all right. Hi, Catherine. How are you? All right, so let's do some car makeup, okay? Am I doing the audio version as well? So, good question. It's in the works. Right now, it's available anywhere online in the world. So basically you could go, except for Target and Walmart. It will be on Target and Walmart, I should say that. It's just the process. I'm learning so much about all of this, but the process of getting it on Target and Walmart just takes a little bit more time. So I will be doing an Audible, hopefully, fingers crossed, if this does well. So if this does well, if you guys love it, then that will be something that comes in the future. So I'm taking it slow because there's just like so much to learn. Hi from Israel. Hello. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. But if you are in Australia, UK, if you're in wherever, I mean, literally, you can get this book everywhere. I wanted it to be available everywhere, and so you can. It's all online. If you go type this into your search bar, something will pop up where you can go buy it if you don't have Amazon or you're not able to use Amazon. So there you go. So excited. All right. It is so exciting. It's crazy. I never thought I would write a book. But once again, you guys, I say this all the time. You can do the things that you think you can't do. And so I'm hoping that this book inspires you to go do the things that you've just been sitting there thinking, I really would like to do this, but I'm not sure I can. So that's really what this book was. It was going to be about makeup tips, which is funny because that's what the whole book was going to be about. And then it just pivoted into this whole other thing. And I love how it turned out. So tomorrow I'll be going live though, and I'll be telling you how to get entered into the giveaway. So when the book is live tomorrow, we'll do a whole unboxing of the giveaway that we're going to be doing and how you can get entered. So I'm excited about that. I've been wanting to give back to you guys for so long. Okay, let's do makeup because a lot of you are here for that. A lot of you have grabbed my one compact makeup in the last couple days. I've been working so hard on all the color matches. And so we're just going to do a really quick face of makeup. I posted a before and after the other day on my feed, and someone said to me this is great, but do you drive, do you have like a long 8-hour workday, and then do you drive 2 hours one way and 2 hours back or whatever? And I said, actually, you guys, I'm in the car 24/7. Like, I drive most days 5.5 hours in the car back and forth to get my daughter to soccer. And normally I'm doing my makeup in the car. So I feel like I'm kind of an expert at doing my makeup in the car. So I'm going to show you how easy this makeup actually is. So don't discredit the fact that you see these before and afters and you're like, I can't do that. You can, because this cream makeup, which everything in it is for your entire face. Sorry, mine's a mess because it lives in my car. It's for your whole face. You can get ready and feel good. And that's definitely one step, I feel like, that if you are not feeling good, or you're having a hard time getting out of bed, or you're just not feeling like yourself, you don't love what you look like you guys, I woke up with acne, whatever, it happens. But getting ready just makes you feel better about yourself. So that's why I like this makeup, because anyone can do it. You don't have to be a makeup pro, okay? All right, so let's just really quickly explain this. So this is going to have your foundation, your concealer. It's going to have a blush. This is a collection 8, so we have pre-made palettes, okay? You can go and get these. They're already done. I color match you. You can comment match when I post this. I will send you my free color match form, and then basically you can go get color matched. I give you all my recommendations, and then you pick your pre-made palette. You can get smaller ones all the way to larger ones with eyeshadows. This is the medium ones. This is the collection 8. It has some blush options. It has an illuminator, a bronzer. This is another, if I was darker, I could use that one. Foundation, concealer. It has everything you need. And then it also comes with a brush. These are magnetic tins that magnetize in, so the palette comes with it. So basically, you buy the collection, you've got everything you need. Now, I was going to bring the brush that comes with the set, but I couldn't find it, and I got in the car and I forgot. So we're going to use my favorite. This one's my detailed brush. This doesn't come with the set, but you can always add it on. Or you just get the brush that comes with the set, and later on, if you're like, I want a different brush, this one's really great. I like the smaller side. So we're going to use that one today. All right, I've done my skincare. I've put everything on. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that all my moisturizer, everything is sunk into my skin. It's not going to like slip and slide. Everything is just nice. I've given it time, basically. So go make your bed, go make your breakfast, whatever you need to do, but let your skincare sit. That's all I have on. Okay, you can use a primer with this makeup. You don't have to. It depends on your skin type. I don't have anything on. So we're going to go straight in with the makeup. What I like to do first, because a lot of us as we age, especially like, see, I have some acne, we have some texture, especially along the cheeks. I like to go in bronze first, because what that's going to do is kind of like toning. If you think of like toning and evening everything out, that's what bronzer is going to do. So I'm going to go in, and you can do this in so many ways. I've applied it with my fingers. You can do it a lot of ways, but I want to show you with a brush, because that's what most of you are going to do when you get this, because that's what you're used to. Now, I went into the tin, and you can see how uneven that went onto my brush. So I'm actually going to go like this, close up my tin, and I'm just going to put it on I just literally dropped my makeup palette down the seat. That's how we're going to roll with the car makeup. Anyways, I'm just going to go like this. And this is going to even out my bronzer. And I'm just going to start by adding like a wash of color. This also is great if you're using too light of a formula, like too light of a foundation. Bronzing, you can use this with any type of makeup routine, but putting bronzer on first can actually make your makeup go on a little darker. And if you are aging, you want to have a little bit darker application because you have more texture on the skin. So I'm just going to run that kind of just anywhere I want to add just a little bit of warmth, anywhere I have texture. And I'm just going to kind of messily just put it all over, okay? So there we go. I've evened out my skin. A lot of days I literally just put bronzer on and I'm done. So it really is kind of how you like to wear your makeup. Now we're going to go in with my main color. So that's my main foundation. I'm mixing because I'm not super dark. I'm still pale. So you can mix these colors. That's why you get multiple colors. And I have lots of videos on this. So that's why we're just doing this really fast, because I just want to show you that you can get your makeup done fast. Now with creams, you want to push into the skin versus swipe. If you swipe, it's just going to come off the skin. It's made to look like second layer of skin, which is why I absolutely love cream makeup. And I'm just going to kind of work on the lower side of the face, so from the bottom, and I like to move upwards. Creams are really pigmented, so if it feels heavy, cakey, or oily, it's too much product. But because you don't need as much, it doesn't have water in it, you can use less. And so these tins are going to last you like a very long time. If you wear makeup every single day, your foundation and concealer should last 2 to 4 months. If you don't wear makeup every day, it's going to last longer than that. So it's kind of how you wear your makeup. And then I'm just doing a light coverage, but like I can get more coverage by like really just zeroing in on the areas I want more coverage. Now I leave my under eyes alone. I like to do those kind of like last. So we'll get to that in a minute. So I'm kind of avoiding that area. If you guys have any questions too, just let me know. But I'm avoiding that area. If you find your creams aren't spreading onto the skin very well, you can warm up your tins with like a hairdryer for 20 seconds, just on like a really low heat. And you can do it that way. That's super easy. If you aren't getting it to spread, you need to make sure your skincare is really on point. That's with any makeup. Does it settle into creases? It shouldn't. 2 things. 1, you don't want to use too much product. If you're using too much product, it will settle into creases. If you are not using too much product, it will not. But you also don't want to use too light. If you're using too light of a shade, and this is with any type of foundation, it will settle into creases. So it really is. If you're having those issues, it's usually one or the other that's the main problem. Okay. I've left my under eyes alone. I'm going to do those very last. So we're going to come back to that, and I'm going to do some contour. So I'm going to use the side of the brush. You could also use this side of the brush to do your contour. You can also skip contour. So if contour is not your jam, you don't have to, but the pre-made collections will come with that. Contour is just going to add some shadow. What do I mean by textured, dry, peach fuzz, porous? You know, all of the above, honestly. As we age, we get a lot more texture on the skin. We have fine lines, we have wrinkles. It's not like that blank canvas that we had, that really smooth canvas we had in our 20s or even our 30s for a lot of us. So you have more texture. You're working with not a smooth canvas. And so if you go in with too light of a color, light is always going to pull forward. It's always going to accentuate those areas. So that's what I mean when I say you have more texture. Yes, if you're not shaving your face, you are going to have more peach fuzz. That's going to cause the makeup not to lay like natural skin. It doesn't matter what you're using. If you have acne, if you have blemishes, if you have scarring, all of that causes texture on the skin. So the way to avoid that and the way to not highlight that is to use at least a darker shade or use 1 to 2 shades of a foundation. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if that doesn't. I'm just building up my contour here, okay? Easy. Contour is only going to go where you want to recede. I could use it on my nose if I want. I'll just use what's left of my brush. And I'm just stamping that there. I have a lot of videos on placement, and I can show you that. As you can go back and look at my page for that, but this is just really fast today. Is this available in Finland? It's not available in Finland yet. Right now it's available in Canada. It's available in United States, and it's available in the UK, Northern Ireland, I believe. And they just had an announcement that we are going to be coming into Australia like very, very soon. So when I know more about that, I'll let you know. Okay, so now I'm just going to blend this out. Now, I like to keep setting spray in my car, but I'm always in my car, so I have like everything I possibly need. I'm putting some setting spray on this because when I blend out my contour, I want to make it really easy and effortless. So that's just like a little tip you can use. And when I blend my contour, I'm just going to blend it up to the temple, and I'm going to blend it upwards and then into the hairline. If your contour isn't blending, try using a setting spray. That will help a lot too. Contour is going to be more porous too. It's not meant to just move all over the face like a creamy foundation or highlight is what Seint calls it. So it's not meant to move everywhere. So you do have to sit for a minute and just blend where you need that product. But you can see mine blends pretty easily. Okay, we don't want like a big chunk of a line, but we do want a good shadow there. So you just want to keep blending until you have that kind of blended out. Okay, so there we go. I don't have my eyes done yet, but I do have like some coverage. I have some definition working on that face. Okay, then we're going to put on a little bit of blush. So I have 2 colors. I have Hollywood and I have Summer Love in mine. I love to mix my colors. I like coming up with new ways to have different blush colors. So it's kind of fun to have 2 different colors, but I'm just going to marry that right along the contour. And you can bring that onto the apples of the cheeks if you want more fullness, if you want more lift, keeping it just kind of from the edge of the eye up is what I like to do, and bringing it up above the eye. Just really blending that out, just like that. You can use it on your lips. Just like this. Some of our cream blushes also have more of like a gloss to it. So if you like more of a gloss on your lips, that's really great. Just gonna get kind of close and show you what I'm doing. Then you can use the same brush. I'm just gonna use this one as the blush and bronzer brush just to show you. And I'm gonna take my bronzer and my illuminator. Illuminator is gonna add glow to the skin. And that's really good as we age too, because we lose the glow to our skin. And so putting an illuminator back on the skin just gives you a little bit more of a glow to the skin. How do I store these? So have you ever seen, I have it linked in my Amazon storefront, but it's like a pin holder, like a writing pin holder. They're plastic and they stand up like this, and you can store your brushes like this on it. They're like maybe $10 for 2 of them or something, but I get them on Amazon, and you can literally just look up pen holders and you can find it. But that has been the best thing I found to store my double-ended brushes. I love that. Okay, there we go. Haven't done my eyes yet. Okay, I'll tell you why I haven't done my eyes yet. Because when I come in with my concealer, I want to make sure that I don't have any harsh lines here. And I want to show you something else too. So you can just see I'm getting the coverage I need. Now, obviously my blemishes, I'm not really taking the time to really get them under control, but I can just build up that color there. And you can see, I'm getting rid of them just by like spot treating. Okay, if you've tried Seint's Demi line, oh, you're so welcome. Hopefully I answered you. Sometimes the messages on here go so fast I miss. So if I miss your question, just bump it up. I'm trying to like watch and also do this. So if you've tried Seint's color correcting line, it's called Demi. I get a lot of you, it's different, okay? So I'll say this, Demi is different. Demi is a color corrector. So under my eyes, I've got some blues, I've got some purples. Listen, I haven't been sleeping because I've been so excited about my book launch, okay? So we're gonna color correct that. But if you've tried Demi and you're like, Lauren, it feels dry, it's hard to use. Okay, it is meant to be a little drier. So if you have more fine lines and wrinkles under the eyes, it can be a little more difficult to work with. So I want to show you this. This is a color correcting palette from Celeste. Celeste is one of my other favorite makeup companies that I love. It's very affordable. So if you're someone on a budget, you can get all of these color correctors. I think it's $34. And trust me, they're gonna last you forever. You can go to the art store and get a pen brush, like a little paint brush like this, or you can use the spot brush from Seint. It's double-ended, okay? But what I wanna do, instead of, someone asked earlier if fine lines, if it sits in fine lines, majority of our fine lines are right here. They're right underneath the eye. And if you go on with any type of makeup and you just spread that underneath the eyes, what's it's gonna do, right? It's gonna pull it all forward. We're gonna see everything we don't wanna see. So instead of using concealer all over the eyes, I like to color correct first, which means I'm going to take away the color, the discoloration. That's what people notice under the eyes that bothers them the most. And then we're going to brighten with the concealer. So I have all of these colors. I'm going to look at my under eye. Now I have a lot of blue purpley tints to the under eye. So I want to kind of stay in this range of a peach to a yellowy kind of color corrector. That's going to be opposite of the color wheel, and it's going to give me the coverage I need. So I'm going to stay with this kind of like pinky one right here. I'm actually going to mix the two. Don't be afraid to mix. And I'm going to just follow it right along that discoloration. Now, because I'm using a really small brush too, I'm not putting that much product on my brush. And so if I don't put too much product on my brush, I'm not going to get the creasing. So remember that when you're applying your product. Now, I know a lot of people will say, I have more discoloration than you, I have more wrinkles, fine lines. Same principle applies. I work on a lot of people, a lot of clients' faces that have more texture under the eye than I do, and I can still get the discoloration to be lessened without causing creasing. It really is just applying it where you need it. So I'm just, especially in the hollows, a lot of us hollow there. It's very natural as we age to hollow. We lose the fullness in our face. Very natural, okay? And so that's where I'm really kind of working, is this hollow area. Now, I'm going to then just turn over my brush and put a little bit of this. This is kind of like a concealer color, just right here on the inner corner. Now, if you look at your inner corner, for most of us, you can see on this eye, it's really dark. That's where we show that we're not sleeping, right? If you're in perimenopause, like I am, we don't sleep always through the night very well. And so really getting that discoloration is going to be a game changer for under eyes. Is it a green color for dark eyes? Tell me what you mean by that. Do you mean discoloration? There's not one color for discoloration, so I want to make sure that that's what, let me make sure that's what you're saying, and then I can definitely answer that. Haley, I think that was you that asked that. Okay, so then I'm just slowly, I want you to just look at the difference here. I'm slowly just adding a little bit of concealer. I like to put on the inner corner, right? We have that darkness. After I've just done my discoloration, my work on that. And then I'm going to put a little right under the hollow. If you have a bag, this is a great tip. That's going to brighten and push forward. And then I'm just going to put a little on the outer corner of the eye and bring it up to the temple, because right here we tend to hollow. So just these placement tips are going to make a world of difference. You can see, look at the difference. Crazy. No, you're fine. This is the color correction palette from Celeste. I love this because you get so many options, and if you're used to using Seint's Demi, which I personally really like, but you find it's not creamy enough, this one's going to be more creamy. It's easier to work with. So just from me color correcting, look at the difference in my eyes. It's crazy. And it really doesn't take that much time at all. I mean, obviously I'm talking, so it's going to take a little bit more time. I'm mixing some colors. Let's do this side. Go right into that hollow. Depending on your discoloration is what you're going to use to color correct. So let's say I have really purpley violet under eyes, yellow would be the color I want to go with. If I look at my under eyes and I just see brown, you're going to kind of work between this color and this color, and it really depends on your skin tone. If you're not super dark, you're more pale, you don't want to be using like a really dark color like this. I'm mixing the two, is I'm going to get a little more coverage when I do that. And I'm spot treating. Literally, that's all I'm doing, is I'm just spot treating anywhere I have discoloration. And I'm using a couple colors. Sometimes we don't always just use one color. So really, I mean, honestly, color correcting for me took a really long, oh good, I'm so glad. So glad, Cheryl. Color correcting takes a minute. Like, I think sometimes if you watch, videos, you're like, I'm going to get this and it should be really easy. And then we get frustrated because it's not easy. Color correction's not easy, because when you look in the mirror, this is the hardest thing for me to figure out. When you look in the mirror, our eye sees a color, but we don't really see the color. So for example, sometimes we have a lot of pink under the eye. Actually, pink, red tones can be a blue undertone. So we want to use a peach corrector. So it's really understanding tones. And that's what I'm here to help you with. So just know you're not alone with that. So I'm just color correcting. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of concealer and brightening the inner corner. We want to plump that up. And like I said, if I wasn't talking to you, I would do this so much faster. But I really want you to understand how to correct. I do have live videos too on how I correct like puffiness, and also how I correct dark circles. And it really just is only on that video. So you can really go in and just learn how to do it. So this is just fast. Okay, look how much better my eyes look. I look more awake, right? And you can put powder under them. I don't like doing that. There's a lot of people that really, really love powder. And they're my age group, and like 40s, 50s. And I personally don't. I use a setting spray. And it's going to do the same thing, but you're not going to crease. So if you have dry skin and you're putting powder under the eyes and you crease, try this. It's a game changer, I promise. Yes, you can buy the Celeste palette from me. I will post this video on my page, and I will give you like all the instructions of how to get it. So you can, let's just say you comment link, and I'll send you the link for this. This one's great. This will last you like legit forever. And everyone that's used these Celeste, they also have They have a cream palette too. Anyone that's used these have been absolutely in love with them as well. And they're affordable. They're $34. Like, so cheap. So there's my face right there. Okay, now if I want to add in a little more blush, I can. I personally afterwards like to just add a little bit more just so I get a little more color. Yeah, setting spray can replace your powder. Now, if you're super oily though, no. So that's a rule of thumb too. If you're super oily, you are going to need to set with powder in certain areas, but under the eyes, use powder or use setting spray, not powder. It is a game changer. Do I ship to Canada? Yes, we do ship to Canada. Seint ships to Canada as well as Celeste. So both of them do that. You can definitely get them. I think I missed some questions. Let me just make sure. Okay, yes, I think I answered them. So once you've got your makeup on, now I want you to just notice, like, my face looks natural. As we age, less is more. And the more natural you can make your face by blending the colors. So I love cream makeup. It just looks so pretty and natural. I have a glow back to my skin. I look evened out. That's what we want as we age, okay? And so that's why I love this. And then I'm just going to set it with setting spray. Setting spray, also, if you have oily or dry skin, really depends on the setting spray, like which one you would use. I'll just quickly run that down. If you have more dry skin, if you have like normal to combo skin, this e.l.f. Blue Light is super cheap. I love it. I also love Charlotte Tilbury if you want to spend a little bit more. If you have oily skin or combo skin, NYX Matte Finny Spray is amazing, super cheap. And then also the One Size Matte finishing spray. I use both of those with oily skin and your makeup's not going to move. It's actually a waterproof spray. It's like hairspray on the face, I'm not going to lie to you, but it does not come off. So if your makeup is running off, like, try it. It's game changer. Okay, then we'll put on a little bit of mascara. This is my favorite. I have to share this with you because I try mascara all the time. This is $18. It's also from the same company, Celeste, that makes the palette. I go back to this. I love it. Let me show you why, because this wand is so amazing. If you have hooded eyes, if you have more mature eyes, it's so good. It's small. So you can actually use it to, like, as an eyeliner as well. If you just run it at the base of your lashes, this is going to be awesome. If you have small eyes, which also happens as we age, if you have smudging that occurs, this wand is going to be amazing for you because it's going to just fit right at the lash line. And so I love it. Plus it's $18. I have stick straight lashes, and so this just gives me like longer looking lashes. I'll show you. Yeah, it really does. So the demi, someone just said that demi takes a little bit to master. It really does. I watch a lot of videos of people making it look super easy. It's not easy. It's really not easy. I mean, the one thing that's nice is you have me as your artist if you do buy Seint, so you can reach out to me, and I do jump on FaceTimes and help you if you're really having a hard time. But it does. It takes time. Color correcting is not easy. I think, you know, videos make things look a lot easier than they are. Okay, look. Isn't that pretty? I love this mascara. It's great. And I don't have it flake. In fact, I have a customer, she's in her 60s, and she was like really skeptical to try this mascara. And I said, just try it. I promise you, you're going to love it. And it's all she buys now. She's like, this is the best one I've ever found. I'm like, I agree. I love it. So, and like I said, I get mascara sent to me all the time. I will pick this $18 mascara all day long. And when I post this to my page, I will link this too. Okay. Why am I in my car? Oh, you must have missed my beginning. So I'm in my car because a couple of reasons. One, we have a holiday. So my entire family is home and it's loud. And the other reason is because I had someone tell me, like, you can't do your makeup if you like work long hours and are in a car commute. And I was like, yeah, you can. Seint is the best for that. So I'm showing you that you can do it. And I am in my car all the time. I live in my car because of my kids. So I thought I would show you. Anyways, that's the Celeste mascara. And then, yeah, that's it. I mean, I could do my eyebrows, but like, I don't really feel like doing that today. We're doing really natural. So anyway, I hope that helps you guys. This is the Seint Collection 8 palette that I used. I will post this. You can comment match, and I will do a free color match for you. But yeah, I hope that made it simple. I promise, if you are looking to change your makeup, change to creams. I don't care what you use. I personally love, like I said, I go back to Seint. I love it so much. But it is literally the easiest makeup, and it looks the best on maturing skin. We have a family. Oh, I hope you enjoy your family day. So thanks for hanging out with me for just a second, and I hope that this was helpful. Yeah, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.